Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Ramadan Transformation. This is session number 27, Sabr or resilience. And I just paused because it's Ramadan, it's kind of late in the day, been fasting, and I just paused because I had to regain my energy. And it just occurred to me, one of my friends is a guy called Hassan al-Banna, and he's a scholar, Hassan Sharif, and he teaches a class called Journey Through the Quran. And some of you would have attended it. I promoted it earlier on this month. Some of you would have attended it. But it's 9 to 5, Saturday and Sunday, and it's over 2 weekends. And it's a course held by IIDR. This guy teaches this course, and I don't know how they do it, because he teaches from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day, right? Teaching a full class of like hundreds of people are in the class. And I'm here and I'm doing these little 5-10 minute recordings, and I'm telling you, it is wiping me out, right? So, alhamdulillah. So that brings us on to today's topic, which is sabr, resilience. Now, there's a lot of different types of sabr, and I'm going to tell you a couple of the types of sabr. One type of sabr is something challenging happens and you have resilience through it. You keep, it doesn't affect you in a really negative way. You keep going. Another kind of resilience, another kind of sabr is where you're doing something good, like you pray, and then you keep praying and you keep praying and you keep praying. So praying 5 times a day throughout your whole life, that requires an enormous amount of sabr. It's the maintaining of doing good actions, being consistently maintaining doing good actions. That requires a certain form of sabr. So the question is, for yesterday, and by the way, yesterday I talked about shukr, today I'm talking about sabr, and these are twin qualities. Al-Ghazali and Ibn Qayyim al-Jawzi, they both say that sabr, of being resilient, and shukr, of being grateful, are twin qualities. Why? Because when good things happen, and they say for the believer, it's all good. Why? Because when good things happen, we have shukr, we're grateful, and then Allah increases in those good things, and Allah rewards us in the next life. For a believer, if a bad thing happens, we have sabr, we have resilience, we have patience, we continue, and Allah rewards us for our patience, rewards us for our resilience. So they're twin qualities. The essence of this is prayer. The essence of this is to be grateful for the highs of life and graceful for the lows of life. That is what we should aim for. And that's what prayer helps us do. See, we pray whether we're feeling high or whether we're feeling low. Either way, we pray. Because what prayer does is it keeps us grateful for the highs and graceful in the lows. And how does it do that? By serving as a reminder. So the prayer serves as a reminder. When prayer serves as a reminder, it reminds us of the paradigm of truth. It reminds us of the paradigm of love, and it reminds us of the paradigm of resilience. And what is the paradigm of resilience and love and truth? It's the recognition that feeling comes from thought and nowhere else. As we remind ourselves of this through prayer and through fasting and through all these acts of worship, we remind ourselves that Allah is present. We remind ourselves that Allah creates our experience of life through our own minds and through the power of thought. This makes us incredibly resilient. So how does the inside-out paradigm make you resilient? Well, it works like this. If you believe that the world causes your feelings, it's going to be really hard for you to be okay, because you're going to have to change the world in order for you to feel okay. If you believe something bad happening is the cause of your feelings, then as long as you hold that belief, so let's say something bad happens. Let's say, and I've used the example before in the session on peaceful sadness, but I'll use it again. When my sister passed away, rahimahullah, may Allah reward her and grant her the highest status in Jannah. When my sister passed away, if I believed that my sister passing away caused my sadness, then I would still be sad today, because she hasn't come back to life, right? If I believed my sister passing away was the cause for my sadness, then I wouldn't be able to have any sabr, because, you know, because it's if her passing away causes sadness, then I'd have to be sad all the time. But the fact that feeling comes from thought means even though she passed away, Allah's blessed me with this ability to be sad with sad thought and be happy with happy thought. I can have loving and happy memories of my sister and be okay with the fact that she passed away. So this is the paradigm of sabr. The inside out paradigm is the paradigm of sabr. Recognizing where your feelings comes from gives you an enormous and never-ending reserve, a never-ending supply of sabr. You know, some people find it hard. Like, here's another example where people need sabr. Some people are like, oh, that person really tests my nerves. They really test my patience. That person really tests my patience. Well, what that means is you're acting as though that person saying something or doing something gets on your nerves. That person saying something or doing something makes you feel, you know, upset or sad or irritated. In other words, you're looking at things from the outside in paradigm, i.e., that person is causing my feelings. Well, when you look at this from the inside out paradigm, that person can say whatever they want. And you realize that that doesn't cause your feelings. Only my own thought can cause your feelings. No one can hurt your feelings without you. Your feelings can't be hurt without the power of thought. No one has the power to cause you to feel upset without you thinking upset thought. No one has the power to make you feel anything without your thought being involved. Like, someone else can't make you upset without your thought making without your thought being central. So the reason I say this is that the inside out paradigm, recognizing where your feelings come from, gives you an enormous amount of resilience, and it gives you an enormous amount of patience, because other people might say upsetting things, and that in and of itself doesn't upset you. That gives you the ability to go back to, to either change the situation or go back to those people and gently and softly let them know how you feel. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم. May the peace, love, and blessings of Allah